if you had to take one guess, hypothesize, guesstimate, however you want to coin the term, what's the one negative thing that can happen when you're trading? Like out of all the things that can happen, what's at the top of that totem pole? I'll give you a second. All right, you guessed it, right? That's losing money. Losing money, right? A lot of people try to avoid losing money. You can't do that. It's simply impossible when you're trading. You cannot avoid losing money, but you can minimize how much you're losing, right? So let's go to the charts today. So, real quick, let me update you for those who care. Maybe you don't, but this is my first red month, or my first red day of the month. As you can see right here, we lost $10, which is about 1% of my account. And I'm turning this account from 300 to 1,000. So we're up to 289, right? Previously, I had this account at $600, like $600.20. It was crazy. Double the account to the exact price point, pretty much. But yeah, we took a loss. First loss in the month of March, right? So it is what it is. It's part of the game that we play. But let me tell you this. We're not trying to avoid these losses. We're just trying to minimize to the most of our capability, right? We're not trying to completely eliminate this, because you drive yourself crazy if you try to eliminate losses in trading, to be honest with you, because that's not going to happen. So let me break down what went down, because I want to cover both my red days and my green days. I don't want to just highlight me doing well. So we'll keep it short, sweet, to the point, so you can get up out of here and get about your day. So I'm trading NVIDIA. That's all reliable. That's normally what I go to. If you watch any of my videos, previous videos, it's always fucking NVIDIA, right? When your old shorty calls, you gotta answer, bro. But so let's see. We're on the 15-minute chart. I drew my resistance up here at about 119, and then my support at about 115, roughly. And this is on the 15-minute chart. Just to clarify, I always open the 4 hour just to see where market sentiment is. And in this case, we're bearish because we are making lower highs and lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high. And this could be a lower low. So I always talk about that, the 4 hour. But then I go back to the 15, drew my resistance, support, just mentioned that. But in this situation, right, let's pull this up. All right, let's pull it up. So I had this previous support. Let's make it blue so it can stand out a little bit. It can stand out a little different. So I saw here that this was another, it's not even blue, but you see it. All right, let's change it right here. So I saw that this range, what is this? About 116. Yeah, about 116.50 was another common support area. So I normally do not buy. So I've been trading options because I don't have the capital to really just buy and short stock. I only have $600 in the account. So I've been trading options, calls, and puts. And all month I've been trading puts. I've always been bearish. I'm more bearish than I am bullish, to keep it at that. But this specific situation, I bought a call because I've noticed that about this 116.50 range, we touched it a couple times. You can see over here twice, and then here we're kind of consolidating, and then we touched it here and here. But as I mentioned, there's another support a little lower than that. But in this case, I was like, all right, let me take a little chance. Let me do something a little different. And I bought a call because I thought it was going to, how do I even draw stuff on here? Or it doesn't even matter. But I thought it was going to continue. I mean, it is continuing in the direction that I said it was going to go. But it just was consolidating for so long that when you're trading options, you have that theta, you have that time decay. So that plays a factor into your trading, or into my trading at least. So this is the 1 minute. It kind of breaks it down a little bit further of what I saw. So I let the market open, right? I let it do its thing. It pulled back down to like 115.42, made lows of 115.42. So I waited till about 116. So I got in my call about 116. And it pushed up. It was going into our direction, but then it started to reverse. I instantly just pulled my contract and said, okay, we're just going to hop out, because to me, this area right here looked like a lower high. It looked like a lower high because back to the 15-hour or the 15-minute, I thought it was going to make a lower high, then continue back down to 115. I kind of took a risk buying a call in this situation because I thought I could make a quick little profit on a scalp, potentially buy a call to this SMA, which is this green line, to about 117. So I thought I could have bought the call from 116 right to 117 and then get up out of there. That was my plan going in, and I also had an exit plan as well. I was like, if it let's go back to this. I said if it pushes down pretty much, and I give myself a price point. I didn't really give myself a range on the chart. I said if it gets to the $10 mark, $10 to $15 mark, I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to bounce out of here. Like, I'll be happy with that. It'll be our first red day of the month, worst case scenario. So in this specific situation, I didn't have a point on the chart on NVIDIA. I didn't have a specific point. It was more so a dollar amount that I had in mind. I'm like, if it's in between that $10, $15 range, we're going to get out. And it, like I mentioned, it looked like it was going to make a lower high over here, and I thought it was going to continue to the downside and then push to about 114. So I got up out of there. And then you could see it kind of pushed back up, went back to lows of 115.50, and it's just trading within this general range. So you could trade that range, but like I always trade on the 15-minute. So you can't really see that on the 15-minute, and I just got up out of there, bro. I was like, all right, let's take this loss like a man and just go from there. So the message here to you, what can you take away from this? Take your losses like a man, take your losses like a champ, but you got to minimize it. You got to have a strategy, whether it's a set dollar amount or whether it's a set point on the chart, or depending on where price action is. You got to know when you're going to exit. And if price action is not in your favor, just get up out of there, minimize the loss. Don't hold, don't bag hold, don't have that hold factor, because it's just part of the game. It's part of the thing we do as traders, right? I've been consistent for 6 days in a row. This is day 7, and I kept my loss minimal. So I'm just proud of doing that, and that's what you should take from this. And we're going to continue to grow the count from 300 to 1,000. So we have a little, first red day in the month, but it's part of the game that we play. It's something I signed up for. So just minimize it to the best of your ability and stay tuned. We're going to turn that account into 1,000. And then once we get to 1,000, I'm going to I'm going to put 2,000 more into the account, and then we'll go from 3,000 to 10,000 and go from there, and then kind of figure out a challenge, whatever. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know what I should include, maybe what I should take out, just anything. Just keep me updated, but I'll keep you guys updated as well. Peace.